Well, here I am in the incredibly beautiful little town of Almazan, which is smack bang in the centre of the line of totality. And in 24 hours time, hopefully, if all goes to plan, that will be the position of the sun, and it will have just come out of totality in the last couple of minutes. So what the town has done is prepared this viewing hill, which is going to give absolutely beautiful views over the town of the setting sun. Because I want to fly my drone though, I'm going to be way down on the edge of those trees. I'll still have an uninterrupted view, and yeah, I'm hoping the weather will be like this. Okay, 4:45, so 2.5 hours to go. Blue skies, clear skies, that's what we want. There's no clouds in the forecast, so we should be good. So there we go, so I'm just setting up my equipment now, but yeah, the idea is that I'll be using the Dwarf 3 to take some individual photos as I approach totality, and then just before totality I can just flip the Dwarf 3 smart scope onto video. That's because I don't really want a time lapse, because I haven't really had the ability to take a close-up video of the sun before. I do want to try and capture things like Baily's beads and possible diamond ring, but you're not going to catch that with the time lapse. So that's the plan anyway. I'll also be, as I say, putting the Mavic 4 Pro up nice and in the distance there, so as not to annoy anybody, but hopefully that will capture the shadow as it sweeps across. Although the shadow is sweeping across a good few thousand miles an hour though, but yeah, you'll at least see the landscape go dark. And then I can just sit back and enjoy and watch the spectacle. So that's the plan anyway. Let's see how we get on. Right, okay. Exciting times. There is, I don't know how it's going to come out, but first little nibble. There we go. Very laid back field, got a few people there. And a few people there, all with their little glasses on. All very cool, all very cool. So we've got 30 minutes to go till totality, and the little Dwarflab is performing very well actually. Let's zoom in on him. There he is. And here's the output at the moment. He's doing a little 10-minute time lapse at the moment. He's taking some lovely photos as well. So Osmo Action, I've just got it on a normal video at the moment. He's not overheated this time. He did overheat earlier on, cooling down now though. Even looking around though, I mean, it's when you look up, you can suddenly realise that the sun has got weaker. When we first came out here half an hour ago, it was still blinding white light from a very, very strong sun. And now it's like a far more setting sun. And that's because over half of the sun has now been covered.
Six minutes to second contact.
The sunlight is getting so weak now. It's amazing. 3 minutes to second contact. So 3 minutes away. 3 minutes from totality. Right, what I'm going to do now is start the video for the Dwarflab. Around the perpetual twilight. See the twilight in the distance there. Oh, look at that. All the city lights come on. And you can see the light appearing from the west. 5, 4, 3. Diamond ring, diamond ring. There we go. What a. Oh my God. There we go, my God, that was incredible. There we are. I have just landed the Mavic 4 Pro and it could not have gone better. You know, one of the things I really wanted to do is make sure that I actually enjoyed the Eclipse. It's easy to kind of get carried away with the tech, but luckily all I wanted to do was literally just get it up there and let it record without moving around too much. But oh my God, the automatic ND seemed to do their job perfectly, and you actually saw the full totality, and I could not be happier. So there we go. When I did this Eclipse 9 years ago, I had my original Mavic Pro and a GoPro, and that was it. Had a little bit more tech this time. I have taken some brilliant shots with the Dwarf 3, very happy with that. But getting the Mavic 4 Pro up, wow, that was just incredible. So look, there you go. give me a little thumbs up on this video if you liked it, because I do. I'm pretty happy with that footage. That is pretty much the best I've ever caught. And what was really interesting is because the sun was quite low, there's this, is it an urban myth? The sun is bigger when it's near the sunset? I don't know, but to me that looked a much bigger sun than the one I saw up in the sky in Wyoming 9 years ago. Either way, an absolutely perfect evening in an amazingly beautiful little town here in the heart of Spain. Couldn't have been happier. Until next time, have fun, happy flying.